Mr. Dillinger, I'm so very disappointed in you.
Boy,
Mr. Dillinger, I'm so very disappointed in you.
boy.
Get to the chopper!
What's going on, guys? It is Wednesday, 7:35. So we're 7:05. We're close to 7:30. It is the Geek Saga. We are your hosts, Eugene and David. We're two salty veterans that are huge geeks and love to be on right now to talk about all the geek stuff. We've got a lot of great stuff to talk about on the news, plus in the geek history. So let's start off by just saying, what's going on, David?
Not much, man. What are you guys up to over there? What's going on at work?
You know, the only thing that's going on is all this freaking wind is messing with my freaking nose again. I hate the start of like fall and into winter because it was just built up. Like pressure was built up. It sucked. It sucks. But
It's been nice for me, man. I haven't been at work in like a week and a half. It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
whatever, dude. Whatever. So that's great. I'm glad. I'm glad you've been away. Well, this weekend was drill, which we both had PHA. They had to put the fingers in our butts because we're both.
No. They didn't put fingers in nobody's butts. Maybe yours.
Nope, not gonna do that. But it was PHA, and that was it's always just crappy to have to do. So
It's not the finger that worries me. It's when both hands are on your shoulders. How are you doing, sir?
well, I don't know if I told you, but my uncle gave me some really great advice because he said once you hit 40, they're going to have to check somewhere. So he said what you want to do is you want to lay down on that bed that they put you on, the gurney, and bring your knee up to your chest. And the moment you get it up there, you tell them, okay, all right, and then go. And he says it's real quick. They'll go in and just go, all right.
Dude, that sounds like some prison
Well, I mean,
tactics.
he is from East LA, so I mean,
Sounds like prison tactics, dude.
just go with it. Just go with it. Come on.
You're not supposed to lay on your stomach.
Oh man, what is going on over there on Instagram? Edna mode. But guys, it's great to be on. It's always fun to be back on, and again, it is just the both of us today. And it's kind of nice. Again, we're getting back to basics. We're going to start bringing everybody else back on slowly but surely and get them in here. But right now, we're just kind of getting back into the swing of it as we're ending out this year. But it's to get us back ready for the next year and to start pushing forward.
Not only that, it's also getting used to this new schedule that we have to adjust to.
Yeah.
Now that I'm on nights, it's like you're driving home, I'm on shift. So we're trying to feel out how this is going to work. And it looks like I'll be doing this permanently until I get moved back to days because I did not get the Fresno job.
That sucks.
So I'll be here for a minute.
Well, yay! I guess you still have a job.
Still have a job.
That's it. I mean, you still got a job, so that's good. And then I'm hearing rumors that we're supposed to get another raise before the end of the year.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But enough of that, guys. You don't want to hear about our jobs and the dreary part of our lives. What you came here to hear about is all this geek stuff. So we always like to start off by talking about our affiliates, our sponsor-ish people, products that we're using and things that we'd like to boast about. So let's kick it off and start with the first one, which is, let's move this down, and nope, there. Boom. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Ulanzi. I was close. I almost had it switched quick. Wasn't quick enough. But Ulanzi is a great company that we use a lot of their products. A lot of their lights that we have are Ulanzi lights. I'm not going to say a lot of the microphones, but a couple of lavalier mics that we do have and have used are Ulanzi. Ulanzi is a great company. We love their products. They also have really great customer service. If you have an issue with anything, call them up, send them a text, or not a text, but an email, and they'll get back to you right away, and they'll get things taken care of. So, by all means, click on that link, and then what do you call it? Click on the link in our bio, and it'll send you straight to Ulanzi. Purchase from them, and it'll be helping us out. And I believe, I just looked recently, they're going to be having a Black Friday sale. So the first time I actually got to use some of Ulanzi's products was because I purchased on a Black Friday and bought a bunch of lights. And since then, they all got stolen. But I was able to replenish my stuff. I know.
Dude, you have the worst luck when it comes to cars. Like, if it can happen, it will happen to you.
Yeah, well, the car got stolen, and in the back there was close to $1,500 worth of gear. And a lot of my Ulanzi lights that I had purchased on that Black Friday were in there and gone. Luckily, I didn't have any of my cameras in there, which I was really happy about. But anyways, guys, check out their stuff. Use it. It's great. And moving on to the next one, which is, let me open up this, back to that. Moving on to Renegade Game Studios. Look at that. Ooh, Renegade Game Studios. So Renegade Game Studios does not only deck builder games like the Transformers in the court. Oh, excuse me. Liquid Death. They do the deck builder game in the corner, but they also do RPGs like the one that's right there in the other corner, which is the Power Rangers game. So if you know how to play D&D 5th edition, you're definitely going to be able to jump into the Renegade Game Studios RPGs. Everything from Power Rangers to Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony. The list goes on of all the IPs that they have, but they're all great games. Click on the link in our bio, sends you over there, you buy from them, it helps us out, and that's what we're looking for. So, boom, Renegade Game Studios. Next we've got, this is a big one because we love Randy. Randy's a great guy. He's the owner of Legendary Supplements, and we've been working with him now for the last how many months now has it been?
6?
Yeah, it's been about 6 months. So when we got on board with them, they were 3 months old. So now they're coming up on 9 months. And we've stuck with them. They've stuck with us. It's a great company, and it's a great product. Both me and David love their product, which is the Kraken right there. It's a focus drink. It is not an energy drink. Let me emphasize that. Not an energy drink. It only has about 100 milligrams of caffeine. But if you're looking for something that's going to get you like that pinpoint laser focus on something, this is definitely the product. The Kickin' Mango Peach is both our favorites flavor. Well, David said he likes both of them.
I do like both of them, but they're freaking amazing.
They are, but I lean more towards the Mango Peach because it's got that Mexican candy flavor at the end as an aftertaste, which is really good. But it does work. We are living proof that we will say, yes, it does work, and we do back this product. They've got a new product coming out, which I think he announced it last week on the show. He said it was
he did. He wrote
sour grape.
Yes, sour grape.
It's a sour grape flavor, so I'm actually looking forward to being able to get my hands on that. So whenever we do get it, we'll obviously try it out and tell you guys how it tastes. But guys, you go onto their website at the end when you're checking out, type in Geek Saga 77, and you'll get 10% off your purchase, and obviously it'll help us out. So check that out, guys. They've got 6 packs, 24 packs, 48. 48s. And also, they got some great merch. So check them out. Randy, we love you. You're awesome. Moving on to the next one, which is Movo. Movo is another great company that we use. We use a lot of their microphones. They're not just a microphone company, but they are also a like things that have to do with vlogging or streaming. So they've got like right there in the corner, they've got that little vlogging setup, which is a light, a stand, and a microphone. But we do use a lot of their mics. The mic that you're actually hearing me on is one of their mics. It's one of their web mics. It looks like an eyeball. There you go. See, Movo. At home, I use the UM300, and also we're going to get David a microphone, so he has his Movo finally, because I got to get it over there to him. But we also use the Movo cameras, which is what I use at home also. A lot of great products. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't be talking about them. That's just how it works for us. So if you guys are out there that are like, hey, you want to use our product, we'll test it out, but we're not going to say anything on screen until we say, okay, yeah, something will back. But finally, we're going to go with Watchers, TCG. It's a great game, and I've got one of the packages right here that they gave us when we were at LA Comic Con. Great company. The guy on there looks like freaking Keanu. Keanu! Yeah. Check them out, guys. It is a deck builder game also. Oh, man, this stuff's falling out of the bottom. There we go. Check them out. It's a deck building game. They've got the starter sets that are like this, and then obviously they have expansion packs that you can buy. They have a map that can be used for 2 players. But it's a great company. We like everybody that's part of it, and we definitely endorse this company. So check them out. Go to TCG or go to watcherstcg.com for their product. We don't have an affiliate code or anything like that, but we just want to promote them because they're definitely pretty awesome people. So with that, we're going back to this. This is us. There we go. I fixed it. So yeah, I wanted to actually mention because we were just mentioning affiliates. We have actually, and I was going to tell you, David, we have a new affiliate. They just agreed to this the other day, and I didn't know if we were going to get in or not. I just said to it's actually Cafe Collazo, and that's Collazo. It's close to my last name, yes, which would have been cool. It would if it would have been like Halazos, that would have been. I'd be like, we're so promoting them. But but Cafe Collazo is actually a new coffee company. They have 3 flavors, which we are going to be getting those flavors. So we're going to do the same thing that we did with the Ninja Turtle stuff for pop culture, which we still have. Kyle, Dan, we love your product. We do. We love your coffee. If your coffee, we're going to drink it. So by all means, send us. We're going to drink it. We'll promote it. I just had a cup of the Shell Shock Sugar Cookie, which is really good. But let me tell you the flavors from Collazo because I didn't have a thing up. Where are we at? Where is it at? There it is. So the flavors, it's 3 flavors that they've got as of right now. Son of a dirty. Ooh. Here we go. The 3 flavors are Rocket Beans, because of that one game, Rocket League.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth Night, which is obviously named after Fortnite, and French Press Auto. And it's light roast, medium roast, and dark roast. I actually picked up their loot. They call it the loot crate, which has all 3 flavors. So we're going to be getting that really soon to be able to test that out. So I haven't put up their affiliate code inside of our, what do you call it, Instagram, because I wanted to get it and I want to test it. But I just wanted to mention that that's the next company that we've got coming in that we're going to definitely test and tell you guys. But also that I picked this up from our friends over at Nacelle. Freaking biker mice from Mars.
Looks pretty solid.
It's what?
Looks like a solid toy right there.
Yeah, I mean, all their stuff. Like, I got that the Robo Force, and dude, that toy you can literally kill somebody with. It's that heavy. But this one does look like it's pretty solid. What's cool is it's got like multiple heads, so you can change out his face. It comes with even a hot dog because that was her favorite food. And yeah, it's a pretty solid looking toy, and it's pretty. It's got, I think it's what, a 6. Yeah, 6-inch toy. What? I'm just saying, 6 inches.
Yeah, it's huge. It's a huge,
Small
enormous.
hands.
I was gonna say when you were talking about Kraken, so because I've had the last week off, I freaking had my 4 days off, then leave drill 4 days off. I was playing Black Ops and Overwatch the last couple days, and I tore through my last couple Krakens, and dude,
It worked.
laser and it works. Yeah, if he's targeting gamers, I'll tell you what, it works. So
Yeah, and that's what they're targeting is the gamers. And yeah, I'm like, it works. It definitely works. I'm like,
actually, last week I had it. I drank it right before we went live, and then when I got off the stream, I was like, "Oh, everybody went to sleep." I grabbed my gaming console and I started playing. And dude, I was. It took me a couple minutes to get into it, but once I got into it, I was destroying people, man. It was. I played well enough that I was like, "Damn, I'm killing it tonight."
nice. Well, then there we go. Another satisfied customer.
Tried and true testimonies.
Yes. But all right, guys. So we've been just babbling on, but it's all right. It's okay. We are going to move on to our first segment, which is the one that we love to talk about, which is so this week in geek history, A Christmas Story. This is actually one of my favorite Christmas movies. I don't know about is it one of yours or not?
I definitely remember it as a kid. I've seen it probably more times than I can count, but it's up there, man. It's a favorite movie. I think in general. Um, as a kid, I just remember it being the movie with the freaking leg lamp, like you know what I mean.
Yep, I should have put a picture of that up. Damn.
But yeah, it's a good movie, man. I remember the kid getting his tongue stuck on the post. Freaking hilarious.
He's all Doc, 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 and then dude, Ralphie's his best friend, and that dude just was like, I, I can't be late. And I was like, dang, it's checked up.
Yep.
I don't know if I was that savage as a kid, but that was pretty bad.
And he just ran off, right? Just
Yeah,
left
he
him there.
just ran off the class, and then the kid's just out there, and the teacher's like, "Where's I forgot whatever the
Ralphie?
kid."
No.
No, Ralphie's the main kid, and Jessica says, "I'll double dog there." Yep, I'll double, and everyone's like, "Oh."
Not the double dog dare.
But this is a great movie, and freaking TBS, dude, freaking TBS would play a 24-hour marathon from Christmas Eve to Christmas Day of this movie. So there was no doubt you were going to miss it.
Yep. End to end, back to back, over and over.
Yep. So if you didn't know, this was actually based on a book, which was, where's the name of it? Based on a Gene Parker Shepard's book. The film, oh man, it didn't even give me the name of it. I forgot. It's not called A Christmas Story. It's actually called I gotta bring it up. It is called wow, they don't even put it on here either. Oh, In God We Trust, All others pay cash. That was the name of the book.
That's a good one. It makes me not think of Christmas at all. Tell you what.
Exactly. So if they would have called it "In God We Trust," all other things we pay cash, we would never even been like, "Oh yeah, that." It's too long of a title, but it is based off of that story. And yes, TBS and TNT too would air the 24-hour A Christmas Story marathon. The house from the movie, located in Cleveland, Ohio, has since been turned into a museum dedicated to the movie.
Oh, nice.
So they have they have the lamp, and they have a lot of stuff. And then they also made a part 2 to this, which
is it another Christmas movie, or is that the one?
it
'Cause
is.
I remember a movie came out probably about the same time frame, and the kids were playing tops. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Kind of has the same feel that this movie has, but all the kids are playing with freaking tops, like the big wooden tops that you wrap the string around. And I don't ever remember what that movie's called, but I remember watching that one and this one all the freaking time as a kid.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, I don't know which one that is, but A Christmas Story 2 was actually made for Netflix. It was a straight to Netflix movie. But here's the thing: the kid that plays Ralphie was actually in A Christmas Story 2. So he still came. What's his name? Billingsley. Peter Billingsley happened to be in A Christmas Story 2. And they also had Scott Schwartz, who played Flick, who was the best friend that got his tongue stuck. Obviously, since then, Darren McGavin, who played the father, has passed away. They didn't have his mother come back. The Madeline Dillon didn't come back, but they had, I forgot the name of the actress that played his mom in the new one. But it takes place where he's trying to relive childhood and coming back. Also, they're like his family's struggling, having hard times. But he's also a writer. And in this movie, in the Christmas Story 2, he's actually writing a Christmas story. So he's at his mom's house trying to write a Christmas story. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was all right. It was one of those. It's like, all right, it was okay. And even the bully showed up in the movie. So, they had some reprisals of characters. Moving on. What?
I think the movie is called My Summer Story.
My Summer Story. Well, that sounds.
And if it's not My Summer Story, I think it's called It Runs in the Family.
Hold on, I can tell you. 1994, My Summer Story.
Yeah, and I think it follows Ralphie. But it's he's played by a different kid.
Oh, it does. You're right. It's in this sequel to A Christmas Story. Ralphie Parker. Wow. And it has Kieran Culkin. Huh. He's playing Ralphie.
Pretty good. I mean, it was good. It's not the same as A Christmas Story. It didn't hit like this one did. But yeah. I definitely remember watching that movie.
That was a good catch. Now I'm gonna have to look this up. I have to check this out.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Okay, cool. All right, moving on to the next one, which is one of my favorites. Back to the Future 2 premiered in 1989. This is the sequel that follows our beloved Back to the Future, the original. We see Marty going into the future with Doc and what was his girlfriend's name?
You're killing me.
I know. Dang it! And I'm saying this is my favorite movie. I can't remember the names of characters in it. Needless to say, they travel into 2015, where we all thought we were going to have hoverboards and flying cars, and we have Neither.
It's been 9 years, and we
No.
finally got shoes that lace up on their own, but they're like $3,000 to get a set.
Yeah. Well, actually, Bull Air is finally coming out with a full line of Back to the Future shoes. I think they're supposed to be dropping at the end of the month, which I'm like, oh my god, I want. And they actually have the Nikes that will cinch up and light up.
Mm.
And they're putting them in that box that you see in Back to the Future 2, the Nike box that it closes up. They have that box that goes along with it. So,
Elizabeth Shue plays Jennifer.
yes, yeah.
Jennifer.
So in this movie, also they changed out Elizabeth Shue for the original actress, which is oh my god, what was her name? That plays Jennifer in the first one. Future. Claudia Wells. Claudia Wells was the original Jennifer. They traded her out for Elizabeth Shue in this one. But we see Marty going into the future with Doc, and then they have to travel back to 1955 to stop Biff from keeping the almanac, the sports almanac that he ends up making tons of money with.
And then he becomes Donald Trump.
What?
And then he becomes Donald Trump from all his betting.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what he was being mirrored after, which is crazy. And then this one was a little bit darker compared to the first one.
You know what? I prefer the second one over the first one. If I have to watch them and I have a choice, I always put the second one on, and then eventually I'll be like, all right, I'll watch the first one.
Really?
But yeah, I prefer the second one.
Why?
I don't know. I just do. I think it's because I get the first one and the second one in the same movie. I don't have to go watch the first one because I'm watching it through the second one.
All right, I'll give you that. Yeah, I guess. I mean?
Like, you're not getting the whole movie, but all the key points are being replayed again in the movie, and you're like, okay, so why do I watch the first one? Except to see freaking George McFly not with prosthetics on.
Yeah, which that's another thing. It's like, well, so the dude that plays Max Headroom in part 2 is also the guy that plays George McFly with the prosthetics on. So, but I mean, it is good. There's a lot of theories behind like seeing Marty jumping off the building. They say that Marty's dead, that he's probably died several times before Doc catches on to where to pick him up. And then there's a theory that they say that he's jumped off, that he was shot, that he was, multiple deaths that he had. And then also when Doc was picking him up with the DeLorean, when he flew in and dropped the string stuff, that Biff had already hit him multiple times also before Doc showed up at the right time to catch Marty and get him out of there. So a lot of different theories, and they're all fan theories. It's nothing that came from, the writers and the director of the movie, but Elijah Wood actually pops into this movie. A really young Elijah Wood.
As
he was a little kid
playing the arcade, right? He's the one who tells him, "You're such an old dude," or whatever. He calls him an old man. No,
he's you have to use your hands. That's a baby's toy.
Yeah,
he's all baby's toy.
So, bro, but those bottles, those Pepsi bottles, I want one.
Oh, dude, they did put them out for a short time. Like they were just selling them. I don't think you could drink out of them, but they had the replicas of those things. I'd love to have one of those.
No, those are cool.
And then at the very end of this movie, you actually see scenes from part 3, because as they were shooting part 2, they were shooting part 3 at the same time. And I think it was 6 months later, they popped out with Back to the Future Part 3, which was still a really good movie too. Dude, honestly, all 3 of them were really good. It's one of the few trilogies that you're going to get that is actually pretty good, like really good. Closes up most of the loopholes. and his, great acting throughout the whole thing. It wasn't overacted except for George McFly in the part 2, but for the most part, it was really well acted. It was well written. So yeah, I liked them all.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
All right, moving on. Fine. To It. And we're talking the 1990 TV miniseries It that scared the crap out of us all. Like, look at that right there. Seeing freaking Tim Curry dressed up in that clown costume in the freaking sewer, that's freaking creepy as hell.
Dude, everything about this movie creeped me out when I was a kid, like to the point that I don't remember the whole movie. I remember the freaking scene where he's in the sewer. Is there a scene where something comes out of the bed and grabs a kid out of under the bed? Or is that a parody movie?
It might have been a parody movie.
I don't know. Like I said, it freaked me out so much I don't remember the whole movie or how it played out.
Well, what I really liked was how Tim Curry acted in this movie. He was creepy as hell. Like, so Skarsgård wasn't too bad, but it didn't have the same feeling. This dude looked creepy as hell, and it didn't take much for him.
Dude, Tim Curry is just a crazy good actor, man. Like,
oh, Dennis said it. Yeah, it was from Poltergeist. The clown did grab the kid from underneath the bed and pull him under.
Yeah. I'm conflating the two movies here. But what freaked me out was at the PHA, there was a lady at the dental checkout. She had the same hairline as freaking Tim Curry in this movie, and I had flashbacks.
Oh, God.
Dude, her hair was like, I was like, damn.
So, were you like, oh my God, I don't want to be here. I gotta go.
Oh, we all float down here. Dude, I even texted my homie. I was like, why does this chick have the Tim Curry hairline? And he was like, oh my God, bro.
Oh, man. So, if you guys didn't know about this, yeah, it was a 2-part miniseries that aired on ABC back in the day. And it had like a lot of good actors in it. John Ritter was in it. He played the comedian. He plays Ben. And then you had Harry Stone. Was it Harry Stone? Harry Stone.
Harry Balls?
Harry Balls. No, dude. Boom. Seats. It had Richard Thomas, which he was John Boy from the freaking Waltons. It had Tim Reed, who plays Mike. Annette O'Toole. Harry Anderson, not Harry Stone. I was thinking of his character from Night Court, but Harry Anderson, and John Ritter, Tim Curry. So it had a lot of great. Jonathan Bandis before he passed away, which that kid. He was from Sequest. He was in Sidekicks with freaking Chuck Norris. Ladybug. He what?
Is Seth Green a kid in this movie?
Hold on, let me go back to it. Crap, where'd it go?
Are you on the IMDb thing?
Yeah, I'm on. Oh my God, that's right. Seth Green played Richie. I totally forgot about that. He looked, and the crazy thing, he was tall compared to all the kids.
Compared to all the other kids. Got his last growth spurt.
That's the only time he was tall compared to everybody else.
Yeah, dude,
I forgot that was him. Holy crap, dude. But it was really good. It was a good miniseries. Yeah. And Dennis no, did he? Yeah. Seth Green was in it. He played Richie.
If you guys go to the IMDb page, there's a trailer, and he's literally the picture on the trailer.
Yeah. Go figure. I totally forgot about that. But Yeah, guys, you should go back and check this out. Yes, it's a made-for-TV show, so it's not going to have all the blood and gore, but it didn't need to have that. It really did not. It was creepy as hell and scary as it is.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was. Oh,
I think
so
the next creepy thing that Tim Curry did after this that wasn't as creepy but still gave you that like weird ick was when he was Hexus in Fern Gully, like the voice of the slime creature.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's weird because it's not scary. It just gives you that weird like
creepy feeling. Yeah.
Yep. And then he sings to you, and you're like, oh, this song's jamming, bro.
Well, I mean, he played the freaking devil in Legend.
No, he played the Prince of Darkness.
Oh, sorry, Prince of Darkness.
Thank you.
But yeah, he played that in Legend. He was amazing as see, there you go, as Darkness in Legend. Dennis comes in. Mm-hmm. So here's something I'm sure you guys didn't know, but before the project was helmed by Tommy Lee Wallace, George A. Romero was supposed to direct this. That would have been a whole different story.
That would have been great.
I think it would have been actually really good if George A. Romero would have stuck with it. So, yeah. All right, moving on. We've got Beauty and the Beast. Oh. No? 1991, Beauty and the Beast. So, like, me and David were talking a little bit earlier about this because I was like, this is why I chose this. But this is one of the. This was the. I think I said it was the second. It was the second, like, because they were. So you had Little Mermaid that kicked off the whole Disney animation, like, spurt again, and it was all hand drawn. And so they're like, all right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna make something else. And I believe it was the Beauty and the Beast was the next one after Little Mermaid. I could be wrong. Let's see, Disney.
So no, in order, you have Fantasia, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is the actually it's Snow White is the very first Disney movie, and then in order, you have. This thing said it was in order. It is not in order, by the way. Let's see. Okay, Little Mermaid came out in '89, and this one came out in '91. So yeah, it was right after. They were probably working on it at the same time.
Where's Aladdin fall? Because that was.
Aladdin came out in
'92. Okay, so all right. So this was in the line that starting to bring back the Disney animation. And because for the longest time there was nothing really going on. I mean, obviously we had like Rescuers Down Under that came out prior to that, but it wasn't a huge hit. And then it really was dead for a long time. There was fear that, they weren't going to be able to come back. Disney actually was in some financial troubles at the time too. Little Mermaid hit, and it was a huge hit. So they went on to continue with this and made Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, the Lion King, Mulan.
So after Little Mermaid, we got The Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mulan, Tarzan, The Emperor's New Groove, Lilo and Stitch, Brother Bear, and then right after that in 2009, we got The Princess and the Frog, which is the last hand-drawn animation for the studio.
So Disney was getting hit after hit after hit. Obviously, like I said, Rescuers Down Under was kind of like in between, and it was kind of like I liked it.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was good too. It was actually a lot of fun. It was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. They did use a little bit of computer generated stuff in that. And it was kind of like, I liked it. I thought it was good too. It was actually a lot of fun. It was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. They did use a little bit of computer generated stuff in that. And it was kind of like, I liked it. I thought it was good too. It was actually a lot of fun. It was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. They did use a little bit of as they did also here in Beauty and the Beast during the ball scene.
Yep. And then again in Aladdin, in the scene where he's getting out of the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah. But we were seeing a lot of hand-drawn stuff, and it was great. What was not great was Beauty and the Beast live action.
It was good comparatively to the other live actions that have come out. But yeah, it wasn't as good as the cartoon was.
Yeah, and the Beauty and the Beast live action was the first one, or was the first of the live action movies.
Mm-hmm.
Then they moved on to Aladdin. Then they moved on to
Aladdin wasn't bad though.
I don't know. I wasn't for it.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
And then we got Dumbo. Tim Burton's Dumbo.
I did not like Dumbo, dude.
Oh my god, dude, that thing was just like, I was like, no, I can't do that. That was not all that great. So, but Beauty and the Beast became the first animated film to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Picture. Ultimately, it won 2 Oscars for Best Original Song, which is Beauty and the Beast, and Best Original Score. So it didn't get that Best Picture, but it still walked away with a couple of Oscars because it was actually really good. I will definitely say that.
Yeah, and I don't know if this one's based off of an actual novel, like the rest of them are pulled from fiction already.
Yeah, I mean, Beauty and the Beast is all of those were fairy tales prior.
Which fairy tale though?
Beauty and the Beast.
Is it? Is it
Anybody over there in the chat, over in Instagram, can tell us?
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, okay, here we go. You know, Dennis actually used to work at Disney.
Well, then why isn't he answering, dude? What the fuck?
Well, he worked at the same time as I did. We just didn't know each other at the time. We literally were in the same department. We always missed each other. But what's going on, Walter White? What's going on, Chelsea Ray?
It is a novel called Beauty and the Beast from 1740.
See?
In France.
Yeah, and that's why it's a lot of French architecture you see, and there's a lot of French accents that you'll hear in this movie. All of these movies are taken from, different parts of the world. Like Snow White was Dutch or Finland, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Cinderella is, I believe it's English. Beauty and the Beast is French.
Cinderella takes place in France as well.
Oh, really? So both Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella. Interesting. So, yeah, there we go. That's yeah. So with that was This Week in Geek History. This Week in Geek History celebrates everything from festive laughs with, of course, A Christmas Story, to terrifying clowns that still scare us to this day, and groundbreaking animation and time-traveling adventures. These stories continue to enchant and inspire audience, proving their timeless impact in pop culture. And they are. They've actually put their mark in pop culture. So with that is... This Week in Geek History. So, now we're moving into the meat of the show. Hey, we missed the 200th episode of Distance Nerding?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought it was last week, and I was hyped about it, and then this week I got busy, so I completely forgot.
Yeah, I kept seeing it. I kept seeing him pop up and saying, hey, you guys can come on at such time. And I'm like, yeah. And then I ended up on a phone call last night. Actually talking to somebody about our side little production projects that we're talking about. So I got to tell you more about that. But yeah, I was on the phone till, God, I think I was on the phone till like 9 o'clock talking to my buddy Mike. But yeah, it was a long conversation, but it was a good conversation. It's good stuff that's coming up for next year, so I'm really excited for us. But we are going to be moving into now some geek news. So I'm going to start this off with talking about Lego Black Friday 2024 deals, Harry Potter, Super Mario, and more. They actually got a lot of really cool deals. So if you're a huge Lego fan, like I'm definitely a huge Lego fan. I'm right now in the middle of building my DeLorean finally that I got last year for, I think it was my birthday. But it's actually pretty cool. It's actually a pretty good size DeLorean, and the doors open up. It has like a switch on the bottom to flip up the tires, so it turns it into the hover mode. It's got a bunch of extra parts that you could change out, like for each DeLorean in each movie. So from the original to the 1950s to the 1885s version of it, and it's got all the parts. It's really cool. I'm almost done, but man, it is like seriously. There's a lot of pieces just to build up like the side part of it. It's crazy. But did you play with Legos? I never asked.
Yeah. Never the sets because they just never wanted to buy them for me. But I would always just gather pieces and build a bunch of shit all the time. So
I love Legos.
nothing ever matched. Everything was hodgepodge. Looked like you bought your car at the swap meet. You did it.
Well, official Lego Black Friday deals will be revealed on November 25th. So if you guys are looking for that, look for it. So insiders will get the first look at some of the best offers. So if you're one of those Lego, the people that bought the membership to it, and you got the little blue keychain, figure keychain, you're going to get a little bit of an insider look into what's coming. A few of the Black Friday Lego sets that I saw that actually look good were a couple of Harry Potter sets that are like seriously marked down from like $100 and something down to way below $100. But they've got Harry Potter, Star Wars, Mario, Super Mario Brothers, and some Marvel sets. Sets are going to be marked down 30% off, and the discounts are likely going to move over to Cyber Friday or Cyber Monday. So look out on their sites. And I brought this up because it's next week that we're going to have Black Friday. And
Friday, right?
Yeah, next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday.
Got it. Yeah. I'm tracking.
Not this Friday. It's not Black Friday. But why Black Friday? Why? Just but you could also go on to Walmart to see the sales. There's multiple pages of discounted Lego sets there. They're making sure that you know that you can get Legos at a discounted price on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So don't miss out. Like I said, it says tips for Lego collectors. If you see a set you like at 30% off, it's a smart buy now, as additional discounts are unlikely. So if you see it at 30% off, buy it now. Buy it now. Buy it now. So, yeah. Wow. Now Dennis comes in with all the Disney knowledge. We were asking for that earlier, man.
That was me, man.
Was that you?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Please forgive. Honestly, I don't know about these Black Friday sales.
Yeah, I haven't gotten Black Friday in probably about 3 years. I've just been over it.
Yeah, the last time I did a Black Friday sale was El Paso first deployment or second deployment because they gave us leave right on Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so myself and Torres went to Best Buy and went in there and picked up a few things on Black Friday, but that was the last time that I did a Black Friday. So
Yeah, I think it might have been before that deployment was the last time I did a Black Friday.
yeah, I mean, we picked up a few things before we left, so we had a couple electronics to take with us. It wasn't a bad deal that we got. So, but sticking to kind of that subject, we've also got Black Friday for PlayStation's officially announces the Black Friday PS5 deals for 2024. And I thought I had that in my notes, and I lost that.
So their deal starts November 22nd. It's going to run till December 2nd. It's going to be available on Cyber Monday, and then discounts are available at major retailers like Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, and through the PS Direct.
So there you go, guys. If you guys are looking for Legos, you're looking for everybody's going to be doing a Black Friday. I mean, shoot, freaking no one wants a PS5. Yes, I do want a PS5. So there we go. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for Legos, definitely hit up Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you're looking for deals with PlayStation, hit up Black Friday also. Dude, there was actually, oh God, where was? I lost the link for the Legos because the Harry Potter. Huh?
Oh, the sad thing, Dennis, is that they are trying to dump the stock for the PS5, but everyone's just going to wait for the PS5 Pro to come out. They're not going to get rid of these fast enough.
You know what? I honestly don't get the difference. It's like, what? You continuously put out something that's supposedly faster, better, and all that stuff, but it's like,
why didn't you just put it out the first time?
Yeah, you guys have we have the technology. Why not just do it? Oh, here we go. So, like the one set that I was like, holy crap, I might actually want to get. It was the Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle and Ground. It's dropped down to $135. I'm like, might want to get that.
I just don't buy them because I don't want to have to like display them somewhere. They're so big.
But I like displaying them. That's what I mean. I got to get all my Lego sets together and put them up behind me over at the home studio. But I will have those things up. So, but so there you go, guys. A little bit of insight for Black Friday coming up. We'll definitely, we're definitely gonna be putting up the Ulanzi when they have their Black Friday sale. Movo when it puts up their Black Friday sales, we're gonna have those posted up on our Instagram also. And yes, definitely gonna get that. So, yeah, I have room. I will make room. Don't tell me what I can't do, Dennis.
Don't tell me what I know.
But moving on to something that I'm really excited about. How to Train Your Dragon reveals a new look at its live action world, which you and me were talking about. I'm actually I am kind of excited about this because I watched the trailer.
It looks good, man. I mean, I've seen a bunch of stills, a bunch of screens. I saw the mock-ups of Toothless. I've seen the actual footage of Toothless in the movie. Mm-hmm. They did a really good job of keeping him looking normal. Yeah. And it says 2 thumbs way down. Oh. I think those are for you, not the movie, though. They don't like you. But yeah, it looks good. The costumes look good. A lot of people are hating that Astrid's being played by not a Icelandic looking person, but nobody looks the same. I mean, look at freaking Fish Lips. He's a big dude, but he's got black hair, and in the show he's got blonde hair. So,
but the one that they are actually keeping is freaking Gerard Butler.
Yep, coming back to do the voice of a Stoic.
Not just the voice, but playing
Yeah,
Park.
yeah, coming back as Stoic.
Yeah. Um, that's what I'm really excited about. And when I saw him all geared up and looking like it's like, dude, he looks good.
I I was hoping they put a suit on him to make him even bigger. You know what I mean? Make him just look like
Like, just
disproportionately
yeah,
huge. Because you think about it, and in the movie, he hands him the helmet, and he's like, "Here, this was made out of your mother's
her breast.
breastplate."
Her
Yeah,
breast.
and then you see his mom in the third movie, and you're like, "There's no way she wore that. No way that was her breastplate."
True, because that would fit her head in it too.
But
Um,
it looks really good, dude.
I am excited. I know Dennis was saying he's not excited, but it does look good. I don't. I normally go like, I don't like the fact that they've changed certain characters, and even you and me said, well, Astrid is blonde in the movie, and obviously the girl playing her is not blonde, but it is what it is. Give
Yeah,
and take.
I mean, I guess we'll just have to watch it and see how it applies. I've
Yeah,
seen all the live action Disney movies, even though I was not excited about them. I still sat down and watched them because they're Disney movies. And this might be the beginning of the whole DreamWorks live action thing.
yeah. So
So
we may see a Despicable Me, which I don't. I think that'd be really disturbing. I've heard rumors.
I think the one that's going to disturb me is if they just do a straight Minions movie.
Yeah,
But I
'cause-
don't know. I mean, some of these movies they say, "Oh, live action," but like, how are you going to give me a live action Lilo and Stitch, and Lilo and Stitch is still digital?
yeah. And I saw a still of Stitch, and it doesn't look bad. He actually looks like he has fur and stuff, but I don't know. I can't. I prefer if they just keep that a cartoon. It really should stay a cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of those things where, as long as we didn't end up with a Sonic the Hedgehog, like remember Ugly Sonic before they
Oh my
changed him,
god, yeah.
dude, that was. I'm so glad we didn't get that with Stitch.
True, true. I mean
Uh,
that was freaking horrendous. Ugh.
yeah, she was
But
bad. But yeah, this looks good.
so Dean DeBlosis is returning as director. So he's the
I, I think it's De Blois.
DeBlo. No, well, it's DBLOIS.
I think it's French. You know they can't spell.
DeBloem is going to be coming back. Um, How to Train Your Dragon. He's the original creator of it, and he's actually going to be directing live action. So obviously, he's got some stake in this, some skin in the game to make sure that this is good and goes along with what he had created from the original. So, really excited about this. Mason Tams is taking the role of Hiccup. Nico Parker will play, or Nicole Parker will be playing Astrid. As we know,
Nico.
Nico. I was right then. I was right the first time.
Nico.
That's what I said. And Gerard Butler will be coming back as in his role. So, yeah, I mean dinosaurs. Toothless looks really good. So I am excited about this movie.
How to Train Your Dinosaurs. Sounds like a Tubi movie.
Dude, I would watch that. I would seriously watch that. I'm not lying. I would watch it if it's on Tubi. Hey, actually, now that you mention a Tubi movie, just recently I went on to Tubi, and they have a Transformers Masters. It is not the Transformers, but it looks really damn close. Like, legit looks like it's Optimus Prime on the cover. And I was like, I gotta watch this movie. So I now have a new movie that I'm going to watch. And I will give you guys a full review on it.
That sounds horrible.
Well, there's one that's like the Transmorphers, and I'm like, what's this? thing. I watched it. I was like, what did I just watch? It was horrible. But all right, anyways, moving on. Speaking of Transformers,
Now this is something I can get behind.
well, there's a lot of things I can get behind. But this, yes. Transformers finally rolls into the Toy Hall of Fame for the best 40th anniversary gift ever. So these guys have been around for 40 freaking years, dude. It's been around.
All the best things you appreciate came 40 years ago. Transformers, Turtles, me.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. But no, I mean, honestly, I was watching a show on Instagram, or not Instagram, but YouTube recently, talking about like toys and them saying that the best toys were literally put out during the 80s. That was the heyday of toys, action figures. Because you had G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, God, and even the ones that didn't.
Thundercats, Silverhawks.
Yep. But even the ones that were like didn't hit like right away, like Jason the Wheel Warriors, which they just called it the Wheel Warriors, but those were great toys. Starcom,
Mask.
Oh my God, I loved Mask. Those were such awesome toys.
The Centurions, where the hell did they go?
Oh, you have one, right?
Yeah, I have like 2 of them back here. I don't know what I do with them.
Dude, I seriously. Oh, and Dennis said Star Wars. Star Wars. So Star Wars started in more. It didn't come out till it was 79 is when the first run came out. Then then we've got more, which during Empire Strikes Back was 80, and we got great toys. And then when Return of the Jedi came out, we got even more great toys, which was in 83. So yes, Dennis, it falls into the 80s, but they say that the Transformers was one of the best toys that came out. I don't know if you guys know this, and I don't know, David, you probably do know this, but the Transformers are a combination of two different toys from Japan.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, so I think it was like Diacom and I know Dennis is probably going to say it. Give prop to Rocklords. Yes, okay. It's it was 2 different toys that were produced in Japan that was brought to the U.S. and they combined them because they each had different transforming robots. So that's why we've got like Shockwave, who's a radio, and Megatron, who's a gun. That was one line. And then you have the other line, which had the vehicles like Optimus Prime and Bumblebee and Jazz and all those. That was a different line of toys. And then they combined them, and this is what they got. They gave them all new names. They gave them all new backstories. The story behind the Transformers and the guy who actually had to write their names and write the stories, like all about them, it's a crazy story. You can actually find that on the Toys That Made Us, which was by our buddy Brian Volkweis and Nacelle. And it gives you a whole breakdown of history. But anyways, they're getting inducted. Huh?
Macros.
There we go.
Or Macross. And Robotech.
No. Dennis was right with one of them, Takara's. It originated from Hasbro and Takara, but it was Diaclone and Microchange. Those are the 2 lines from Japan. Macross, the Robotech toys, that's different. That's where we got Jetstream. Yeah, Macross is Robotech. But, dude, I mean...
But it's the same creator. The guy who did the Robotech art is the guy who did the original Transformers Japan artwork.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
We learned something.
Shoji Kawamori, the creator of the Japanese mecha anime franchise, which was turned into Robotech for us.
Did you know that the Transformers, when they first made them, they were actually wooden? Or actually, they do the prototypes out of wood? And that's how they figured out their transformation?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you know I used to have the original Optimus Prime with the trailer?
I did too.
And now it's gone. I have no clue where it's at.
I actually have the original Megatron sitting on my desk at home. Gen 1.
Do you have a gun? You just have a gun.
No, I have the actual Megatron. The gun one.
But I do have this sticker. Oh no. My green screen is fucking it up. But yeah, this is a huge Optimus Prime. He's like 2 feet tall. Freaking.
Oh my god, it's almost as tall as you.
Die-cast metal.
I know that they're for the 40th anniversary. They're putting out the Optimus Prime movie, first Transformers movie, Transformer as a 40th anniversary toy.
Nice.
I want to get my hands on that one because when he transformed, he looks like straight out of Gen 1 cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's something that's going to be really cool. But yeah, it got voted in. It's maintained consistent popularity since the 80s. The only other rival franchise to do that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So your turtles have stayed in that. I had a 3 foot tall
Mazinger Z.
Mazinger Z. Which one was that?
It's a Sheldon doll. Mazinger. I mean, just playing. Yeah. The only other toys that I thought were super cool outside of the Transformer toys were the Voltron toys, and that's because they were also die-cast metal.
Yep. You know, the crazy thing is that a lot of these toys that we got that are huge hits were originally Japanese toys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we also came from the era where cartoons were made just to sell the toys. Like these toys came out, and then they were like, "Hey, push something out there so that the kids want to buy them." And that's how we got Thundercats. That's how we got Transformers.
Well, actually, so there was a ban against that. Back in 1966, the government actually banned cartoons from doing that, being just 22-minute episode commercials. It was lifted in the 80s by good old President Reagan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when we started getting them to pump out these cartoons. Transformers, Mask, G.I. Joe, Silverhawks, Thundercats. The list goes on of all these cartoons that we got, which they were great. Brave Star with that first episode.
Dude, I still have a Brave Star at my dad's house somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude.
He's like a 10-inch tall figure.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really do want to track down a lot of these toys and start buying them, but like Dennis said, I don't have the room to have them all. I got the money, I just don't have the room.
Just collect GoBots, dude. They're cheaper.
Oh, those are horrible.
That's why they gave them away for free at Wendy's.
Seriously, it was like the poor man's Transformers. I was just like, no, I'm good. I don't want these. But it is what it is. They were supposed actually the GoBots came out before the Transformers, but the Transformers had more power behind them because they had Marvel, they had the cartoon and comic books that came out. GoBots didn't have that. So
the GoBots were also a Hanna-Barbera thing, so you can't come out with freaking exit stage left, stage right even, and then boom, hit the GoBots. You know what I mean?
This is true. GoBots were superior transforming toys. Dennis, those are fighting words because I will say no.
We'll take your word for that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, we're moving into another story, which this one I'm going to give you the lead because This is your realm, Holmes.
Dude, Final Fantasy 14. So this is crazy. Final Fantasy 14 mobile. You're looking at the World of Warcraft of Final Fantasy games, and they're talking about crunching this thing down and putting it out there on mobile so that you could play. So that you could play this like on your phone, on your tablet, on the go. And if they can do it, cool. That's a great idea. But there's a reason that Blizzard hasn't done that with World of Warcraft yet. I don't know if it's going to work. I think the phones are powerful enough. I think they can do it. But just having, I mean, have you cloud gamed? Have you tried streaming games over your freaking network on your phone? It's not always the strongest thing out there.
No, it definitely isn't.
And then Tencent, they've got a huge background in gaming, especially mobile games. I mean, shoot, Tencent's been around since the first iPhone games have come out. But they're not known for dumping all kinds of money into their games either.
Well, the article says that Lightspeed Studios is the one that put out PUBG, and that they're known for successful mobile titles, and they're the ones that are actually behind this too.
Yeah, I mean, Tencent's going to be the big producer, but I think Lightspeed Studios is going to be the ones handling the actual like game portion of the game, like porting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Distance Nerding just jumped in. They said on tablet, dude, if I was on the iPad, game over. Yeah, I mean, if it was on there, it'd be great. I just don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening well.
I don't think the processing power nor the network can handle that still. Like you said, yes, we've got faster phones, but honestly, trying to put a mobile like that game on this size of a screen just doesn't seem like. There's still a lot of stuff that you've got to press, open up menus. It can cloud the screen really quick before you get to play. You know, there's just too much. So, yes, I could see iPad, bigger screen. Okay.
More surface area. Yeah.
Yeah, more surface area. But phone, I don't know.
I mean, I could see it happening. Like Distance Learning said, look at Roblox. It's killing it on the iPad. The problem is those big boss fights where you're doing, 5-man, 10-man, you can probably handle that. But once you get into like the 25, 30-man raids and you're going after Deathwing or you're attacking the Lich King, like, I don't know, man. That is a lot to have going on around you while you're playing. And then you have to factor in the boss's AoE attacks, every single person, every 30-man person in that thing doing AoE attacks, plus their individual spells and casting and the, I don't know, damage over time effects that are happening in the background. And your phone has to keep up with that, plus your mobile network have to keep up with that. Like, that's a lot. Yeah. It is a lot.
I mean, not only is all the different menus, like we said, that got to go through, got to pick up, got to hit, got to keep track of, but also you're now talking about the graphics. The graphics of the game, which we've seen the graphics of the game get better with each iteration, and now you're telling me you're going to put it onto a mobile device. I don't know. I don't... Yeah.
I don't know, man. As someone who recently picked up the ROG Ally, the Z1 model, just go buy a ROG Ally, and then you can play all these MMO games on the go. It has built-in controller support. You can play Final Fantasy on it. I've ran it on my ROG Ally. I've played Star Wars: The Old Republic on my ROG Ally. They play phenomenally. You need a keyboard, you need a mouse, and it's hard to do that when you're on the go with a phone or a tablet.
Well, it's also the network speed. You've got to make sure that you have a connection that's pretty decent, right?
I think the network speeds are fine, only because there was a study that came out not long ago, and they said that streaming Netflix or Disney Plus to your house actually takes up more bandwidth than gaming. because gaming's sending individual packets back and forth. Or streaming, you're literally pulling these huge packets to keep that movie playing in the background. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Distance nerding, like you want OG WoW, bro? Go find there's a website called Warmane. You can download World of Warcraft OG like vanilla WoW and play that on any computer you have at the house. You don't need internet. You just download the client. It's a personal server that someone created, and you can just play it on your own. But you didn't hear that from me. Blizzard won't come after me.
Don't go after the Geek Saga.
No, I mean, but the personal servers have been out for a while, dude.
Okay. So it says that the demo will be available for playtesting in China, with global launch to follow. So there is no set date when this is all supposed to happen, but it is coming soon. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's just stay tuned to see what's going to happen after the Chinese testing to then when it hits global. I mean, by then they should have most of the kinks worked out.
And you have to remember, in like Japan, I'm not too sure in China or whatever, but in Japan, everywhere you go, Wi-Fi is available. It's free everywhere.
Well, I mean, shoot, man, they got Skynet over there. So
yeah, but you go sit outside the convenience store, and they're producing a wireless internet for everyone to attach to, and it's free. You just automatically attach to the nearest Wi-Fi. Every building has its own Wi-Fi. The monorail has its own Wi-Fi. Like you just go everywhere, and Wi-Fi is available. So,
well, that's cool. So, all right. Well, like I said, I guess we got to wait and see what to expect for Final Fantasy XIV mobile.
Maybe it's a version of for Alabama, the mobile Alabama version.
I was about to say something. I'm not going to say it.
Next.
Gonna leave that alone for anybody that's over in Alabama. We love you. Finally, we're going to go with Karate Kid Legends timeline has been revealed. How long after Cobra Kai movie will take place? The movie will take place. So it said that it's 3 years after the events of Cobra Kai. That Daniel LaRusso and Mr. Han, which is played by Jackie Chan, will be coming together to be teaching the next Karate Kid, which I don't know what they're going to be doing because according to Jackie Chan, or actually Mr. Han, it is not karate, it is kung fu.
Well, I mean, and that was always my big problem with the movie, right?
Yeah.
Karate. But at the same time, I grew up watching Seven Blows of the Dragon, China, all these crazy movies, and it's kung fu. So I don't know. It's just the remake didn't make sense for us to call it the Karate Kid because it was a kung fu movie.
Yeah, it definitely didn't make any sense. But so then, what is actually karate? Is what Miyagi taught, was that karate?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Japanese martial art is karate.
Okay.
And there's a few different styles of it, but I think what they're doing is dude, I can't remember what it's called. There's a term that comes before karate. But if you're in Japan, you learn karate. But karate is based off of the Chinese kung fu. It was just adapted and changed. So.
Well, according to James over there, he's in. He just finished Cobra Kai, and he's in. So. And
he said that finale, phew, banger.
All right. Well, don't say anything because I haven't watched it, and I've got to watch it. But yeah, I mean, it's the key talents returning. Ralph Macchio is coming back as Daniel LaRusso. And he's been playing this since in the first film and throughout Cobra Kai. Jackie Chan is back as Mr. Han, and his character from the 2010 Kung Fu Kid. Let's put it out there, all right? And the lead character is played by Li Feng, is Li Feng, played by Ben Wang.
Ben Wang, was he in that Netflix show that just came out? The one that has to do with Wukong.
I don't know. We'd have to look it up.
I mean, I'm already doing it, dude.
Oh, okay. I mean, is Ben Wang's dad Big Wang?
Nah, it's no longer Wang because now his son's Ben Wang.
Oh man. His mom's name is Lav Wang.
American-born Chinese, yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he says, yes, it is the same kid.
Thank you, James over there. And yes, American-born Chinese. So he's a teenager exploring martial arts on the East Coast. So it sounds like it's going to take us back to Daniel's hometown of Jersey, possibly New York. He's on the East Coast.
Chinatown, possibly.
Macchio's vision for the film. In a recent interview, Ralph Macchio emphasized the importance of protecting the Miyagi-verse legacy. Well, Mr. Macchio, you should have done that by stopping the last Karate Kid.
He wasn't involved then, dude. They just brought him back.
But that's the thing, is you should have been like, no, Holmes, let's not do this. It's not Miyagi-verse.
Thank How I Met Your Mother for the Cobra Kai show.
Why?
Have you not seen the episode where I think there's actually a few episodes? Barney, freaking Neil Patrick Harris, is a huge freaking Karate Kid fan, but he bought into the idea that Daniel's the bad guy, and he's just bullying the other kid. And not only is he bullying the other kid, but Zabka is actually his favorite character from the movie. So for his birthday, they bring Macchio in as he shows up to the party, and he's like, "Not Ralph Macchio! What the hell? You could have got what's his name?
Johnny Lawrence?
No, what's the Zabka? Damn it! Anyway, he calls him by his actual name. He's like, "You should have got him." And then out of nowhere, the clown in the background wipes off his makeup, and it's him.
Oh,
and Neil Patrick Harris is like, "Oh my God, I love you so much." And then he kind of told this whole story about what Cobra Kai became.
Really?
Yes. See, Johnny Lawrence is the hero in Barney's eyes.
William Zabka.
William Zabka, that's his name.
Billy Zabka. Actually,
William Zabka.
Yeah.
Billy Blanks.
I did like Cobra Kai. I still do like Cobra Kai. It is cheesy as hell, but I do you grow to love Johnny Lawrence in the show, and then it does look like Ralph or Daniel LaRusso was kind of a bully to him, and he even told him that he's like, "You're kind of a douche to me." But it's funny because when you realize that and you look back at the original Karate Kid movie and see how the tide turns once they say, yes, we're going to stop fighting and we're going to do this at the All Valley. Then Daniel becomes kind of the bully.
Yeah.
So
anyways, go back, look up the Neil Patrick Harris, How I Met Your Mother Karate Kid thing, and you'll get a quick recap on what they're talking about. I give all the credit to those guys because shortly after that, Cobra Kai came out.
And like I said, the show's great. Actually, James, I realized that season 5, the ending of it was like, holy crap, what do we get for season 6? Season 6 is set to premiere February 13th, 2025. and then the film is supposed to take place 3 years after that. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Again, I'm kind of like.
What's up, Israel? I haven't seen you in a while, man. I didn't even see you pop up right there. I used to break dance with that guy back in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He didn't look like Waluigi back then.
Oh, man. Dude, I actually saw a picture of you freaking in Iraq. I had to look closely at it. I was like, holy crap. That's him.
Is it the one that Regina just put on her Instagram the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, some of those pictures, I was like, whoa, look at how tiny I was back then.
Dude, you were. I think it was also with I always check it.
Almada.
Ahamada.
Mm-hmm. Ahamada was in there. Ruiz was in there. You know Ruiz.
Yep.
Yeah. Dude, those were my boys, man. We hung out for 15 months in Iraq together.
It's nuts, dude. So, Dennis says Daniel was from Reseda. No, he wasn't from Reseda. He was actually from Jersey originally. He moved to Reseda when his mom got the job in Reseda. So, bam, son. I know my stuff. Don't tell me what.
Is it Daniel was from Reseda? Machio is from Long Island.
Well, Macho is originally from Long Island also. But
I don't care how this movie goes. All I know is he needs to stay golden. All right? Stay golden.
Which that was another good movie, too.
Bro, to find out that he was like 30 years old in that movie is crazy to me.
He was not 30. He was 19. So
he was 30 in The Karate Kid.
He was 20-something in Karate Kid. But I'm looking forward. I was about to say I'm looking forward to the next season.
Dennis, if it's not read to him by an audiobook, he doesn't read anything.
I did read the whole thing. It says I know these things.
He likes his books with training wheels, guys. Don't mind him.
But all right, enough of that. Enough of this.
James, I'm not proving it. My knees are too fucked up.
So that is, folks, that is James wants a Outsider sequel.
What do we call it? The Insiders? Because they're all trading now?
Hey, James, if you kind of forgot, Ralph Macchio's character died in the original Outsiders. So how are we going to do that?
Bro, we bring people back all the time for movies.
This is true. True. All right. I'll give you that.
A George Romero remake of The Outsiders. Or a sequel, and he's a zombie. Boom.
Dang, that would be interesting. Because also we lost freaking Patrick Swayze.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, not in the movie, but in real life. Matt Dillon's character died in the movie.
Freaking Bodie's gone.
Yep.
I mean, at least Estevez and Sheen are still going.
True. Yeah. Estevez, Sheen.
Carlos Sheen.
Yeah, did you guys know that?
Carlos Estevez.
His original name. Emilio was the only one that kept their true last name. It was that whole back in the day when their dad started acting, nobody really wanted a
what? His name's Martin, right?
Yeah, Martin Estevez.
Martin Estevez.
Yeah.
But I think Martin isn't his first name either. I think he changed his first name too.
Let me see. What did
Emilio? That's right, Dennis.
Original name.
Ramon Gerard Antonio Esteves.
Oh my God,
Ramon
dude,
Gerard Antonio Esteves.
he's straight. I mean, he's an American actor, but that's a bean name. If that was no other bean name,
Bro, that is the closest thing to Eugene Eugenio Isauro Lados I've ever heard in my life.
who? Ramon Gerardo Antonio Estevez.
No, Ramon Gerard Antonio. There's no O. They couldn't afford it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ramon Gerard Antonio Estevez. They had to move the O to the Antonio because otherwise it just wouldn't sound right.
Yep.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, even Vincent Price. Vincent Price is not Vincent Price. He's actually Hispanic himself. And went to East LA College. Oh my gosh, can't even spell his name. There it is. Vincent Price. His original name was
Vincent Leonard Price Jr.
Was it? No, they said his name was something else. Okay, no, it was Charlie Sheen then.
Yeah, because his name's Carlos Esteves.
Carlos, dude, straight. Wow, that's crazy to think that. But it was during that time when it's like you got to change your name, and that was his stage name was Martin Sheen, and that's what Charlie stuck with was Charlie Sheen, and then Emilio's all like, "No, Holmes, it's a new era. I'm gonna keep the Emilio name and keep the Estevez."
Well, he wanted to distance himself from his brother because they were coming up at the same time. So
yeah, and Emilio did well. So
Emilio did really well.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they both did really well. Just Emilio didn't end up on drugs.
True.
Or he probably did in the background.
He probably did. Yeah, he probably did in the background, but he didn't do too bad. He's still going strong. Charlie, on the other hand, I don't know what was the last thing that Charlie was in. And
Two
have you
and
seen
a Half Men?
Yeah, but 2.5 Men ended a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think that was the last big credit thing he did.
It's crazy. And then he was replaced with
Ashton.
Yeah. Freaking Ashton.
Freaking gross.
But all right, folks, that will do it for us tonight. It's been great to be on, as always. Shoot, man, what was that?
I have no clue, dude.
That sounded like old school email being sent.
That's all I heard.
I think the aliens have now arrived and are here to take both of us, and David is going to be probed. So next week, we'll talk about his experience.
His name is Carlos Erwin Estevez.
What the hell? Where did they get Erwin from?
Attack on Titan? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Jeez. Did you see where...
Sheen is their mother's name.
Oh, so they married a white... Well, I mean, that...
Her name's Janet Sheen, and that's the name they used, except for Emilio. That's crazy.
Where did...
Actually, I take that back, dude. He was in a music video, 2 music videos. He was in a show called Bookie. And he's got one upcoming project. It's called Ramble On. Looks like it's probably going to be like a docu-series about himself or something. I don't know. So he's not gone. He's just not actually acting anymore.
That's crazy. Craziness, Holmes. Crazy. But, all right, guys, we are going to call it for tonight. Guys, of course, you know, best way to find us is right there on TikTok, on Twitch, on Instagram, on YouTube, all at the Geek Saga, except for YouTube, which you can find us at the Geek Saga, but it's easier if you just type in the Geek Saga 77. If you want to get a hold of us, we're going back to our old email due to some stuff. We're going back to the Geek Saga 20 at Gmail. So if you want to reach us there, the best way to reach us actually would just be on Instagram. You can DM us, and we always respond really quick with those because I'm always checking for new things that are popping in and all that stuff. Saturday, the 23rd, is the Golden Apple's 45th anniversary. They've been around for 45 years, guys. It's been a long time with them. We are actually going to be out there. Myself, Desiree from Infinite Abilities will be there with me. We'll be not hosting, but we'll be like interviewing the artists that are going to be there. We're going to be interviewing fans that are there. We'll be talking to Ryan, Kendra, and just having a great time celebrating 45 years with the Golden Apple. I'm actually pretty excited about that. Honestly, wish you can come. But there is an event that I know we're going to try to work where David gets to it, which is cocktails and comics, which is for We Can Be Heroes, which their theme is actually Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Kevin Eastman himself will be there.
What's that date? I got to put that leave form in today.
I know. I was thinking about that too. I had to look. I got to look at which one of us is going to be on leave.
Who cares? I'm getting leaving anyways. That's in January, right?
I think it is January, and because we yet to go to a comics and cocktails, and they continue to invite us, and they continue to tell us, "We'll set up a table for you," and we're like, oh, we can't every time.
While he's looking for that, don't forget to check out Project Wish Upon a Star. Don't forget to check out the Golden Apple Foundation while we're talking about them. Comic book for kids. The other one we have, what's the new one we just got a couple weeks ago?
Stack Up.
Check all of them out. There's links in the bio to most of their pages where you can go and donate and get in touch with them.
They not like us.
Sorry. I clicked on the comics for cocktails.
Get off TikTok, dude. What is wrong with you?
No. So it's oh my god, I just clicked on them. So comics and cocktails, it's TurtleCon, Tom Waltz, Isaac Escados is him, and then I think his brother, Ben Bishop, Luis Antonio Delgado, David Avalon. I don't know how to say his name either. Ernie Reyes is going to be there.
Junior?
Yeah, Ernie Reyes Jr. is going to be there.
Nice.
It's going to be January 25th. So put that down on your calendar. We are going to make a point to be out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of artists there to sign. A lot of people that have been part of Ninja Turtles will be there. So we're looking forward to it. And we've got a lot of things coming up for 2025. So we're really excited. We're putting it together. We're trying to get more organized. And we should give you guys a list of kind of, I would say towards our last episode for the year, we should have something that we're like, this is what we're going to be doing for next year. So look for this.
Maybe not every event, but at least the big ones we plan to go to will at least have listed somewhere. So
we've got a lot going on for next year. But yeah, I mean, shoot, that's pretty much it, man. So,
but like I said, find us on all the links at the bottom there. If you don't want to see his face, just go to my personal page and then I'll redirect you. But join us again next week when we'll be back here. I believe next week we're going to be on Wednesday. Yeah, we'll still be here Wednesday.
Were we doing back-to-back Wednesdays?
Yes, 2 Wednesdays in a row.
27th. The day before Thanksgiving? Yeah.
I think we're good.
We're good.
So yeah, catch us back here next Wednesday. Day before Thanksgiving, maybe we'll do something special, like be here. And we'll same time, 7:30 ish, and join us next week when the saga continues.